Now, fireworks are often let off to celebrate the new year, and although they might look beautiful in the night sky, they can be dangerous for human beings as well as animals. Is the general public aware of the dangers and the safe way of using fireworks? Well, Joburg EMS spokesperson Nana Radebe joins us to get a bit of a lowdown on this one. Nana, thank you so much for the time as well. Festive greetings to you. Big question. I thought we had already known this. I keep seeing less and less fireworks actually happening year in, year out. But seemingly there are still dangers to it, of course.
Definitely. We have seen a reduction in the fireworks, but it is around this time, especially just before the New Year and New Year's Day, where we'd see lots of fireworks. We, however, have seen that most of the problems arise from the people that are selling, because there are certain bylaws that you'd have to adhere to for you to sell fireworks. You'd have to have a storage that is a glass storage where they are locked in. You can't just stand on a street and sell fireworks. So you'd also have to have a certificate that is approved for you to be selling fireworks. You'd have to have your fire equipment in case of any emergency. And we've also seen fire handling. We are advising parents to be careful and please make sure that kids use fireworks safely. We do get incidents where a child is hit by a firework or their finger is gone or something wrong with their kids. So we do want to say to parents, be vigilant.
Yeah, that is, by way of one, the seller. Ultimately, you worry because is it real? Are they fake fireworks? Are they problematic? And there's no recourse really when it comes to something like this, especially if you don't buy them from a reputable source then as well. How much awareness do we need to have with regards to where we buy these fireworks as well at a time like this?
As I've said, we would need to have a place where they've received the certificate. When you buy fireworks just by the roadside, you can't be sure of their safety. And as well, their packaging. In case someone is smoking and that person is standing there selling those fireworks, it is definitely dangerous because you can't know what might just happen at that time. So if they're in a shop, there's a glass cabinet where they are stored. Even the storage of the fireworks has to be in a certain way. And you'd have to have your fire extinguisher nearby. You'd have to have signage to say the fire extinguisher is here in case of any emergency. So we do, however, advise people to buy them from reputable stores.
Yeah, I guess there's also a need for yourselves then to be on high alert as well for a lot of these cases then as the EMS service. How ready ultimately is Joburg EMS then for particularly that New Year period when a lot of these fireworks are set to go off?
Definitely, we've already started. But during this month, we've been going to most of the retailers where we know that they sell fireworks, just to check on their storage, to check on the shops, to check how much of the fireworks they have stored in the shop, because shops cannot be the same. So depending on how big is your shop, and the storage would have to be accommodated. And we are, however, would be going again this weekend and towards the next week to ensure that everyone is safe. We are going to be working 24/7. So in case anyone needs any assistance with an emergency, we are there. They can find us on 10177 or 011 359 5911. We are going to be there for the city of Johannesburg.
Yeah, certainly very important. I remember still having ads a while ago where you certainly were able to get to know that these fireworks should only be handled by adults, that you shouldn't get near a fire, for example, as well, and that you shouldn't really be doing it next to dogs and animals, for example, too. How much worry is there, and I know this isn't necessarily your area of expertise, but even the concern around animals is certainly a big one too, because they at this time could actually be very fearful.
Definitely, it is a concern because you find people that have pets this time that have to close them in their houses just to make sure they're safe. Because if they're outside, you don't know where will that fireworks go. And we do again want to say to people that live close to petrol stations, it's not safe to have fireworks next to a petrol station. There are certain bylaws that talk to this because they are closer to petrol tanks. It could be very dangerous as well. So would want those people to move to areas that are a bit far away from the petrol stations.
Yeah, I think this conversation kind of tells exactly what we are in need of, and that's high vigilance, high awareness of so many aspects as well in this time. But Nana, your work is certainly cut out for you, but we appreciate it. Thank you so much as well for joining us here on Newzroom Afrika. Nana Radebe, Joburg EMS spokesperson.